How you doing, Aries? My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If this message resonates, like, subscribe, and comment. And for more clarity on your situation, check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you would like to schedule your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. And for a totally fresh perspective, check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. You will love her. You can find her info in the description box as well. And Aries, make sure you stay tuned until the end of your reading where I will pull a direct message from the universe tying everything together. All right, so let's dive right in. Wow, so a lot of beautiful energy here for you. You have a lot of beautiful energy in the sense that your angels and guides are telling you to remember who you truly are. The fact they have the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles next to each other goes to show this is a time for a lot of you to start being creative. This is a time for you to start some sort of project, whatever this is. Maybe this is, a side hustle. Maybe this is, taking on a project you always love, something that you can monetize, a passion maybe. And maybe this is something that, deep down inside you felt like you needed to do, but you've been pushing it aside. You're telling yourself, I don't have time for that. And, right now your focus and your awareness is on trying to get some sort of outcome. But that outcome will come when you focus inwards. That outcome will come when you actually have that inner peace and happiness and really tap into the energetic field of the spiritual, mystical, and quantum, which is really becoming that light ray that you are, and less looking outwards. The more you're looking outwards, the more you're telling yourself, I will be happy when, I get rich or when I meet my soulmate. Then you're always going to be searching and you're just going to keep pushing that goal line farther. And right now, Spirit is telling you this is a time to create and this is a time for you to move forward. But in order to do so, you have to have heart coherence and trust yourself. And that trust only comes from you looking within. Now, you also have the Page of Cups and the Six of Cups. So for a lot of you, I noticed that this is a time that you're going to feel very passionate about not only taking care of yourself, but your friends and family as well. Because there's some nostalgia here. You're feeling as if, you're trying to do something noble, not only to improve your life, but help your friends and family in a sense as well. So it's almost like when you learn how to fish, you're going to teach everyone else how to fish as well. And this is a beautiful energy about you. This is why you're so magnetic, Aries. You're always putting everyone ahead of yourself. And this is something us empaths, we got to work on because we're always trying to people please and make sure that, everyone's taken care of. But then when it comes down to taking care of ourselves, we push ourselves aside. And that's the thing. It's like, imagine if you have someone out there, you're on a boat and someone falls off the boat and they can't swim. So imagine if you have to go help that person. But if you don't know how to swim, if you don't feel your best, how are you supposed to save that person? You got to make sure you are taken care of first. This is the least selfish thing you could do because once you do that, now everything else comes to you and now you're not looking for it. So this is a time really to focus on the things that are going to help expand everything in your life, which is really bringing in more of an optimistic approach to life, more of a what if things go right opposed to what if things go wrong approach, right? Everything's happening for you, not to you, and really become the cause and effect rather than wait for the cause and effect. So really take on new energy. Now, you also have the Magician and the King of Wands. So I could see that for some of you, this is a time to lead, right? So lead the dance, really put on more of an entrepreneur energy and really tap into more of your mystical energy as well, which really means don't just wait for something to happen, manifest it into fruition. And one trick that I love to use when it comes to manifesting is I always visualize my visualizations, pun intended, coming to me rather than me going to it. And I'll give you an example, right? Say if you're telling yourself, I always wanted to get that dream car, that dream house. And whenever I used to visualize myself going to that dream house or dream car, like visualize how it is, driving it or being in that house, there was still some scarcity. I still felt like I didn't have it and one day I would have it. And there was some sort of distance of separation. But whenever I visualized whatever it is I'm looking for, that event, but as if it came to me, almost like imagine like just draw it to you rather than you going to it, then I felt like I had it. And when you feel like you have something, you no longer want it. And when you don't want something, there's no lack. And when there's no lack, now there's no scarcity because lack does not carry the thought of abundance. So it's super duper easy if you know what to do. And right now, Spirit's telling you to focus inwards and everything else will come. Now you got the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, you can expect some sort of manifestation to come to fruition when it comes to your finances. You're going to have more than enough, and this is a time that you're going to be having enough that you can even share. So if you can donate something to charity, if you can put on a garage sale, if you can just share something that you're not using, maybe go in your closet, and if there's no clothes, or clothes that you haven't worn in say a month, maybe it's time to audit those clothes, right? And that's something Alicia and I do. We have this rule that like if you're not using something, or if you haven't used something in the last week, if you're not using it on a weekly basis, then maybe it's collecting dust, and then maybe it's something that we should look into, because everything has energy. Every single thing emits light. Everything has consciousness. Every single atomic particle. Quantum entanglement has proven that. So you may think that, all those clothes in my closet, they don't have consciousness. There's just stuff. That stuff has energy. And it's either out with the old, in with the new, or we're going to be stuck with that familiar past. Right now, Spirit is telling you to, close a chapter on holding on to something, because you will be handsomely rewarded for something else. Now you also have giraffe spirit. So your angels are telling you that time to see the bigger picture. This is a time to focus clearly on what it is you're looking for, and to come up with a 1 year, 3 year, 10-year game plan, right? Like what are you looking for? And come up with an idea of how to get it, backtrack it. So sometimes I'll visualize, like for example, me on a yacht. And then rather than just end it there, I visualize, okay, when did I buy that yacht? Okay, I walked in the store and bought the yacht. And then how did I get the money to buy that yacht? Oh, I made the money through a business. How did I get that idea to start that business? Oh, I got the idea of the business because I was going for a walk along the beach and not thinking. Why did I go for a walk along the beach? Oh, because I slept early that day, the night before. Do you see where I'm going with this? I backtrack to what I'm going for, what I'm looking for, and then it comes. And right now, your angels are telling you to really look at the clear and concise image and the big picture of what you're looking for. Now, you got the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So right now, for a lot of you, there is some sort of inspired action that is going to come into your life, but there's also going to be some resistance that happens. And that resistance is really your fear, which is your ego, trying to self-sabotage you. So this is a choice you have right now, to either pick up the handle of fear, which is, ego, which is makes you feel powerless. And it's a boring movie we've all watched over and over again. Ooh, boogie, 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 fear, fear, fear. Or to pick up the handle of love, because you also have the Eight of Pentacles and the Chariot. So right now it's like trade your garbage, fear for gold. When you pick up the handle of love, now everything organically happens. Now everything comes to you rather than you looking for it. And now everything makes sense, but it does require you to let go, because you also have the surrender card. So it requires you to let go of the familiar past or the predictable future in order to make energy for the present moment. And that present moment is when everything changes in your life. So definitely focus on out with the old, in with the new. Then you also have Eagle Spirit. So your angels are telling you this is the time to remember that Spirit has your back. Your angels and guides, everyone is here to support you. You have an army of angels here to help you. But unless you recognize that, unless you welcome that, unless you expect, accept, and welcome. Expect it, command and assume. Accept it, wear the crown, and what's the last one? I just came up with this on my walk today. I love it. And welcome it. Embrace it, right? It's just like, embrace this energy, because a lot of us, we resist it. We're like, I'm not worthy. Oh my goodness, is it going to happen? 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You got to just welcome this energy into your life. Now, you also have the Extraordinary card, so you can expect some sort of beautiful energy to manifest for you in the short term. You're going to be shining, and that's exactly what's going to happen. And this shining is just a beautiful energy that you possess. Know your worth. Know that by really focusing on who you are, remember who you are, like your inner child. Remember, like Aries, when you were like 7 years old, what did you like doing? Did you like playing outside? Did you remember when you spent time with yourself? Remember who you were? That's who you are right now. Connect with that person and watch you start shining, because when you have that inner child happy, then whether it's your 7-year-old self or your 67-year-old self, you are going to have peace, and that peace is going to bring in the abundance that you seek. All right, Aries, so I am going to pull a direct message from the universe now, tying everything together for you. Right now, the universe says, look at this. Gratitude and appreciation. What a beautiful card. And right now, I'm going to read from the book. This is number 46, Gratitude and Appreciation. And right now, it says, Recognize the good qualities in others and openly share your gratitude with them. Write notes of thanks to those who have helped you. If someone deserves acknowledgement, take the time to let a superior or colleague know so they can receive the recognition they deserve. Nature is continually sharing its beauty for us to appreciate. Beholding a rainbow is a gift, and when we encounter a rainbow's beauty, it is the perfect time to be grateful for all the gifts in our lives. It is important to generate the positive flow of thankfulness that can bring joy into someone else's life. By doing so, you will not only decrease your stress, you will also generate the feeling of goodwill and love in your life. So gratitude is a gift. You have to deliver that gift. So share your gratitude. If you're at work and your coworker is wearing a beautiful dress or a beautiful shirt and you like it, go up to them and be like, hey, this looks great on you. Share that gift. Share that gift. Raise their vibration like a butterfly effect, like attracts like law of attraction. It will come back. All right, Aries, hope you enjoyed your reading. Hope there was a message in here for you. If there was, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Till next time. Ciao.